Clover fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We are cooking along with you this fabulous Tuesday afternoon. And of course, we have the gorgeous Chi in the kitchen with us. And we've got lovely Mo and of course our fabulous Sue Ann Allen. Now, are eggs served only for breakfast? Who knows? Either way, we love it. And they can be the base of many midweek meals. As you know, we always love a kitchen challenge. So for this cook along, we'll be making our guests Chi Mhende's favorite dish, a tomato, mushroom and pepper frittata. So before you can say Bon Apetit, SMS the keyword eggs to 33650 to get the recipe. SMSs cost R1.50 each and free SMSs do not apply. Chi, why did you choose this as your favorite dish?
So like you said, eggs do not only exist at breakfast time for me. The only things I can make are any egg-based dish and popcorn.
I live on popcorn.
So omelets, frittatas, quiche, because I can't really make a quiche. It's like a frittata, put it in the oven. And pizza without the weight. So that's it for me.
Pizza without the weight.
So a frittata, as it stands, you can put anything on, so it's like a pizza without the carbs.
That is so clever. I never thought of it like that. But now I'm just going to make thinner frittatas with more cheese and pretend it's pizza. That's genius. Okay, Mo, how do we get started?
So we're going to start with our peppers. Can you tell the difference between a male and a female pepper?
I can because I've read it on Facebook.
So what is it? Do you know?
So the female one has 4 humps.
Yes.
And the male one has 3 humps.
Correct.
And that one is also sweeter and better for salads, and that one is spicier and better for cooking.
Well done, Jenny. Hey now.
Sweet
So
berries.
we're gonna
Can't cook, but knows all the useless information about being in a kitchen.
So we're going to char our peppers because what that helps with is to bring out the sweetness and all that beautiful sweet flavors. So just over a really hot flame, you're going to start burning them.
Okay.
AKA char.
Am I supposed to be doing this?
You can do that until they
Don't
are...
set the kitchen on fire.
Yeah.
Like I have done before.
A lot of lip gloss on.
I'm not allowed to stand
until-
too close to there because the amount of hairspray in my hair. Mo, I want to know from you quickly, what is the difference between a frittata and an omelette?
So a frittata is more baked and an omelette is done on the stovetop. So you don't want to
That's a simple
overcook your
answer.
omelette. And then also the difference between a frittata and a quiche is that a quiche usually has a crust at the bottom, a pastry crust.
Okay, fabulous.
Okay, so you need to go a little bit closer to the flame because we want it to get a bit black.
I'm going to make the flame
I'm
bigger.
not sure. Yeah, maybe we should do.
And then once that is nice and dark, we're going to pop them into our bag.
Am I doing the right thing though?
You are.
just
Just
killed
keep
it.
it directly onto the flame.
Right there. Just
There we
on
go.
the...
Yeah, it needs to
why
burn.
So should I just leave it there like that? Maybe?
You can,
Okay,
you
well, that
can,
seems
and
easier.
that will gain some color as we go forward. And then also we're going to brown our onions. So we're doing some sweet red onions because you can do normal onions, but the red really brings out more sweetness. So it goes beautifully with the peppers. And then so Anne's got some mushrooms going there with that earthy flavors to contribute to the frittata. There we go.
Very nice.
That's exactly what we want.
Okay, so
That
that's
is exactly
what we want.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a riot.
It's a party all day.
Well, I think while we're cooking that, and Mo, while you're chopping.
Yes.
So on the side, Mo is saying we've got the earthiness of the mushrooms. I think mushrooms and omelets change them completely. It also gives it kind of a meaty weight to it without adding meat itself. Choose whichever mushrooms you want to, but the ones that are a little bit dark in colour, so the portobellinis, the brown schmeggies, the field ones are all going to give you better flavour. Nothing wrong with the white button mushroom, but I do find that these are just a little bit richer and have a little bit more depth.
Do they have different
like it.
tastes? Like I've always thought a mushroom tastes like a mushroom tastes like a mushroom.
No, it doesn't.
Don't they? I'm sorry.
You know what? That kind of umami earthiness absolutely is there across the board.
Okay.
But some of them definitely are richer, and you'll find generally the darker they go in colour, the more intensified the mushroom taste is. So it's also like the white truffles, black truffles are more intensified. I really like these because they cook quickly, but it's like a little bit of a sweet earth to it, which I think is great.
And rich is always better.
Rich is always better. So we're going to get some margarine to our pan. You want your heat quite high. If you put your mushrooms into a pan and your heat's too low, I'm sure we've all seen it, you just get a pile of water and they don't actually brown and cook. So what happens, that water comes out, you then need it to evaporate, and with that goes all of your flavor.
Why? Are mushrooms very watery?
So the water content is quite high. So if this is now cooking, so that you're literally going to boil them, which is not what you want. So you actually want to seal in the beautiful natural flavors. So once your butter's nice,
So is
butter
this the
almost-
best way to cook a mushroom?
This is the best way to cook a
lots of
mushroom.
butter.
So heat high, and then I'm going to put all of these in. And then you also don't want to turn them too often. You kind of, almost like when you're sealing meat, you kind of want them to caramelize.
So mushrooms also cook to nothing, hey? Like
Mushrooms
the same as
cook
spinach,
to
it just
nothing.
goes...
So if you think that's enough, I usually say double it up.
Really?
Because
Double?
your pan, this is going to probably go to about half of what it's worth. So we're going to use
Way
all of
more.
our
And can you not just
mushrooms.
toss them in over your egg without cooking them?
You can. It depends on how you like mushrooms. I think raw mushrooms are absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
So you can, if you like that. This just adds that. Something for me about your margarine or butter, coating them and caramelizing it, is a different flavor profile. But
I mean, smell that. You're a professional popcorn eater like I am. That smells popcorny. That
I'm a
buttery.
professional butter user, is what I am.
butter, tons of butter and lots of salt.
Yeah.
It's the way to go.
Oh,
so I'm just going
yum.
to add a couple more, and then we obviously want to get our garlic into this as well, because mushrooms without garlic.
Mo, what does that do to the pepper?
So it really sweetens it. So
Really?
what we're going to do is pop them into, because I think it looks good at the moment.
Yeah.
If you can get it a bit more darker than that, go for it. So then pop that into the bag. It's going to then sweat, and then it's going to be easy to peel.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to have a nice plump little pepper.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I haven't
Little
done it.
chip.
I've seen
I'm
it.
curious to see this. We're making... The kitchen is so steamy today. We're even making the peppers sweat. Okay, so we're making our peppers sweat. We've got our mushrooms on the go here with some nice butter and garlic.
Garlic.
Oh, there you go. The fabulous beginnings of a delicious frittata. Now we continue with part 2 of our amazing recipe after the break. Remember to connect with us online and tell us your favorite thing to bake. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the official hashtag Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page. You can also call us live on 021 430 9881 if you get stuck along the way, or if you've got any questions for our fabulous guest, Chi Mhende. Otherwise, we'll be back after the break.